everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name's Ebony and this channel is here to help you reconnect to your intuition so you can manifest in the real world. If you're interested in all things self-development, spirituality and mindset, I hope you'll consider subscribing and be sure to give this video a like, it really does help. I hope that you enjoy today's video. Today's topic is all about pip cards in tarot. In today's example, they really are as cute as they sound. I'll be sharing with you my initial experiences using the first Pip Tarot deck I've ever owned, the Harmony Tarot by Harmony Knights and illustrated by Laura Shelley. I'll also talk about what Pip cards are exactly, what I've learned that's really helping me to read Pip cards, and whether I recommend them to new tarot readers. So just to let you know a little bit about this deck if you don't know about it or about Harmony Nice before we get started. Harmony Nice is a Wiccan YouTuber and I knew that I'd love her deck as much as I love her YouTube videos. So without knowing too much about the deck itself, I jumped on the pre-order bandwagon. When it arrived, I noticed straight away that it was a little different to regular tarot decks. Little did I realize that it's actually a Pip tarot deck. Surprise! I've heard of Pip decks before, and as I adore all kinds of divination cards from tarot to Lenormand, gypsy cards to oracle cards, I was actually really excited that it was a little bit different. I was excited to give it a try. Though as far as I'm aware, Harmony didn't exactly make it well known that it was going to be a Pip deck. Obviously it's a themed deck, so of course it's going to differ somewhat to a regular Smith-Waite tarot. Though I don't think I'm the only one a little surprised. So if you're watching this video for essentially the same reason I'm making it, then I hope this helps. If you have just purchased a Pip deck such as the Harmony Tarot and it's your first and only tarot deck that you own, rest assured you'll still learn how to read regular tarot through this deck. I'll talk a little bit about starting out with a Pip tarot deck in this video too. Honestly though, the more I learn about Pip cards, the more excited I am to use them. So get yourself a cuppa and let's take a closer look at all things Pip deck and in particular the Harmony Tarot. First things first, what is a Pip tarot deck? What are Pip cards? Who is Pip? What is Pip? Essentially, a Pip tarot deck is similar to a deck of regular playing cards, which is actually how tarot began, before illustrations were added to help one visualize the meanings behind each of the cards. With both regular playing cards and Pip tarot decks, there are the face or royal cards, i.e. the Jack or Page, King and Queen. The remaining 10 cards in each suit are called the Pip cards. So this means that in every minor suit, cards 1 to 10 have minimal illustrations similar to an ordinary deck of playing cards. It's certainly not to say that they lack meaning or can't be used in the same way as any other tarot deck. Illustrations simply serve to remind you of certain aspects of a card's meaning. They add visual cues to help guide you. With simple illustrations, there is less symbolism, therefore it's a different reading experience. Different, but still absolutely effective. You can still read Pip cards intuitively. You can still allow the number, the suit, and the presentation of the card to guide you. As this is my first ever Pip tarot deck, learning numerology and understanding what each suit represents seem to be the two key factors that are helping me the most. It's also really testing my knowledge of tarot without as many visual cues to remind me what each card means. Using Pip cards for the first time when you're used to the standard Waite-Smith tarot system definitely makes you realize how much you've visually memorized versus how much you know just by thinking of a particular card. Like reading any cards for divination, don't discount whatever intuitively comes to mind for you. Chances are it's a message you need to hear. So that's just my short explanation for today. I don't want to spend too long teaching you how to read pip cards when I'm still learning myself. I just wanted to share what is really helping me to learn, in case it helps anyone else who's also in the same boat as I am, or to anyone that is considering getting a pip deck. I definitely think it's worth trying it out for yourself. I definitely don't believe you should be worried about learning a new system because it's not greatly different. And like I said, it can still be used in the same way. The historical side of it fascinates me a little. How tarot truly began with simple playing cards and morphed into all of these various arrays of beautiful illustrated tarot decks from all corners of the globe. Fundamentally, at its core, whatever your deck looks like, tarot is a tool that helps you to reconnect to your intuition, your subconscious, or whatever you may believe in. It helps you to understand yourself or a situation better and can bring so much clarity. Pip cards could never diminish the benefits of tarot. Even using a regular playing deck could never diminish the benefits of tarot. The true benefits of tarot come from the meaning that you attribute to the cards. It's in the guidance and clarity that you gain from the cards that will allow you to learn, grow, and take inspired action in your life. Which leads to the question, should you start your tarot journey with pip cards? I mean, you can absolutely start with a pip deck, but would I recommend it? If you already have an understanding of numerology, or you're really interested in learning about numerology, I believe you'd really enjoy reading pip cards. Knowing the significance of the numbers 1 to 10 will help you work out what the cards mean. Either way, whatever tarot deck you have, you want to learn what each of the suits represent. And numerology is really helpful when reading any deck as well. So the cool thing is that if you have a solid understanding of numerology and what each of the suits represent, you'll be able to pick up any card from the minor arcana of any tarot deck, whether it's a pip card or not. How the card is presented, how the images are formatted and displayed, all of that will help too, even if the illustrations appear to be simple. There's no coincidences. How the artist of any card deck has chosen to present the elements of each card is significant and informs the meaning behind the card, no matter what. However, if you're not interested in numerology at all, if you simply prefer to read intuitively based on illustrations, then pip cards may be a little more hit or miss for you, depending on the deck itself. Some pip cards, such as the Harmony Tarot, have more variety and symbolism in the illustrations. There's a little more to work with visually. It may be enough for you. And certainly I'm finding that the little differences between each of the pip cards in this deck really do make such a difference, as it's my first ever pip card deck. Pip card deck, that's a mouthful. I know that some pip cards are not as detailed as these ones, so I definitely recommend these as a first pip card deck, though I haven't seen many other pip decks, so that may change over time. The final thing to consider is whether you even mind learning how to read intuitively at all, or whether you're happy to consult the guidebook even if it's just for the pip cards. There is nothing wrong in working with a guidebook or Google to decipher the cards. If you don't want to dedicate the time and effort to memorizing, practicing the cards and so on, that's perfectly fine. Just do what makes you happy. As you may know, I have a lot of decks and I adore reading what the creator of each deck has to say about the cards that they've designed themselves. So if I'm feeling like an extra boost of inspiration, I'll read what they have to say too, even if I already know the meaning of the card. So now I'd love to know, what do you think about pip decks? Have you tried using a tarot deck with pip cards before? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to connect with you there. If you'd like to learn more about the Harmony Tarot, let me know if you'd like to see a full review in the future too. You can also learn more about this deck and about pip cards in today's blog post, which is linked in the description below. While you're on the blog as well, you can sign up for my weekly free charm tarot reading each week in the newsletter. Plus, there are freebies involved in signing up, so check that out, all in the link below. As always, please let me know if you have any comments, questions, or requests below, and feel free to find me on Instagram at Ebony Highland. I'd love to see you over there too. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Be sure to ring the little bell too to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. It really does mean the absolute world to me. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you here again next week. So much love. Bye. Today's topic is all about tip cards. Tip? What? Pip cards in tarot. That's what I'm trying to say. Off to a good start. I'll also talk about what pip cards... Bleh. I'll also talk about what kits... Oh my goodness. Such a mouth. Sometimes I'm struggling to say the word pip. Which is unfortunate given that that's what the video is about. So get yourself a cuppa and let's take a closer look at pip cards. I just elbowed the table. Let's try that again actually. That was really... I think I just really went for the coffee then. This pip deck by the Harmony Tarot. I still stuffed that up. Clearly I need the coffee. Yeah. Surprise!